Hello, family. Today we want to have a gist about a happy home. Is a happy home really possible where partners are real friends? We hear a lot of sad stories about marriages today. In fact, the sad stories are so scary that people that are not married are probably thinking, I don't think I want to be married. And then some that decide, okay, I'll marry, they already have a mindset of, this is how I'm going to handle my partner. So already there is this, unconscious act of you developing strategies on how you can handle your partner, on how you can protect yourself from your partner. So is it really possible, or is it just books or movies that you see couples that are real friends who look out for each other, who protect each other, who appears like their hearts beat together? No, they share the same heartbeat, they protect each other. Is that really possible? Well, yes, it is possible. You can take a survey from older couples to ask them, but I have done mine, and with my little experience with my own home, I say that it is actually possible to have a home where your partner is your best friend, where you are the best friend to your partner, where you both can gist and talk to each other and enjoy that lovely atmosphere. It is possible. But let me say that few naturally gets it. They just put in a little effort and it's just there. But no matter how natural the relationship is, no matter how blessed you are to have married your partner from heaven, oh, the person is so perfect, there is a place of working out. People that work out and become friends in their home, it's not because, before their marriage they were friends and then after their marriage the friendship just continued. No. Every profit and every return on investment requires one important thing: investment. You invest. Where you hope to gain profit, where you hope to gain a lot from, you must necessarily convince yourself or follow the natural rule of investing in that thing. If you don't invest in it, you don't expect profit. For example, you don't just walk into a company right now and you ask them to give you a share of their profit when you are not an investor or you are not a shareholder in that company. It is when you are an investor or a shareholder in that company that you can make demands for profit. Things around us naturally teaches us how things, succeed around us. But sometimes we don't pay attention to it, and that's why we feel, this person is very lucky, the other person is very lucky. There are some people that may need to work harder to gain the peace and that love in their family. There are some people that probably just have it on a platter. They just put in a little work and it's out. But whatever it is, putting in the work is important. For example, a home that is built by the Lord is a threat to the enemy. If you read Malachi chapter 3, the Bible says he brought them together that they may raise unto him godly offsprings. Now, if that's the reason why God brings people together, raise unto him godly offspring, part of the reason why he brings them together, you can be rest assured that the enemy will not be happy about it. So, the first battle really is this fight from the enemy. That fight from the enemy is subtle. You may want to tell me, I know my friend who doesn't even pray and her home is peaceful. You don't know what her parents actually did for them. Sometimes we generalize too much. You do not know the kind of life that her parents lived. It's possible her parents made some sacrifices and sowed into her life and her future and her marriage and made certain decrees and insisted that their offspring will enjoy certain amount of peace in their home or something. Something must have been done in the past that you are not aware of, and then you are just judging your friend based on what you can see now. What if your parents did do same for you, or they didn't have that kind of understanding to do same for you? So you're going to judge your friend who is probably enjoying or riding on the sacrifices of people that came before her, enjoying that sacrifice, that ride. You're going to bank on that to say, oh, she doesn't pray but her home is fine, and then you want to relax and not pray. You are playing with your life. You're playing with your home. So the very first thing you need to watch out for in order to put in the work for a home that is full of laughter and joy is to put it into God's hand. Put it into God's hand. I'm not saying that every day you have to wake up, devil, I cast you, don't come into my home. No, just have a relationship with the Lord. Hand over your home to the Lord. Allow the Lord to be the pilot of your home. If the Lord is the pilot of your home, you are 60-70% done. If the Lord is the pilot of your home. But if you do not make the Lord the pilot of your home, be rest assured that you have some strange visitors. And one of those visitors you will have is the devil himself. He comes in and goes out, comes in and goes out, comes in and goes out. Today you are happiness, tomorrow you are not happiness, tomorrow things seems to be okay. After that is like things are no longer okay. So you must, as a foundation to having a peaceful, friendly home filled with laughter, you must have that spiritual investment. Invest in it. If your parents did it on your behalf and it's working for you, oh, thank God. But if you are not lucky to have those kind of foundational things done by your parents, or proclamations and all of that done on your behalf before you got married, do it yourself. Invest your time in building that foundation spiritually. Secondly, you must see your partner as you. Now, I will take a long time teaching this. My husband used to tell me, it's like you have a revelation. God gave you a revelation about this. And he's right. He's very correct. Yes, God gave me a revelation about this, you and your husband being one. And I will do extensive explanation about it. But let me just highlight it here. Now, your husband is not a stranger to you. Your wife is not a stranger to you. I find it difficult understanding why some people get married and they feel my brother, my sister is closer to me. My husband is just a stranger. He just came in. My wife just came in. These people have been in my life. And I'm like, oh, really? Do you understand who this wife and husband, what it really means spiritually? It means that your husband was created. You were inside him as the wife. God took that rib out of him. That means that rib is originally part of him. God took that rib out of him and made you the wife. You eventually grew up in two different places, two different parents, and then you came back together in the future. Now you came back. You are not a stranger to that person. You are actually that same rib in the life of that person. She is actually that same rib that was taken away from you, but now back to you. So how do you tell me that a rib inside your body is a stranger, and that a brother or a sister is closer than that rib that was taken out of you? That's a part of you. That's a part of your body. You are a part of his body. So how do you tell me that you, that is a rib in a part of a body, that another person is not closer to you than that kind of relationship? I usually say to my husband, your wife or your husband is the closest blood relation to you. You know, when you have that kind of understanding, you won't see your husband or your wife as a stranger or as an enemy. You will understand that this person is me. This is me. You know, it may take time for you to understand what I'm saying, but Sit down and think about it. When that understanding, is birthed in you, you have that understanding, you know it from within. I'm not saying you know it because I'm saying it. You know it because, you just have to say it. You know it from your spirit that that's the truth. You start this friendship thing because now you know this is me. You can't harm yourself. I mean, as you're sitting down now watching me, can you just put your hand inside your rib, bring out the rib, and beat the rib, beat the rib? And so because you annoyed me and then you put the rib back inside of you? No. The reason you can raise your hand against your wife or raise your voice against your wife is because you do not understand that she's actually you. Each time you raise your voice or you raise your hand against your wife, you are actually just pulling out that rib inside of you. That looks like a mad person, right? For somebody to just sit down and you say, oh, this rib, I felt pain here. Oh yeah, come out. You pull out the rib. While you are pulling out the rib, first of all, you are injuring yourself. And then you pull out the rib and you want to flog the rib and put it back. You will need a psychiatrist to actually check you. But that's exactly what you do. Each time you raise your voice at your wife or you raise your voice at your husband or you insult the person or you raise your hand at your spouse, that's exactly what you do because the person is really you. Not a stranger, not somebody you just met a year ago, not somebody you just met or the person just came along, your family has been there. The person is more of a family to you than any other person. If you have that understanding, building friendship will be a lot easier. You need that understanding to build a friendship. You need that understanding to build a friendship. Like I said, I'll do a video on that where I'll explain it further. Then, once you have that kind of understanding, you consciously do some acts of sacrifice. Now, it's not about feeling like I want to do it. It's like stepping out of your house and then you know that your husband likes banana and you're just coming out and you see this fine bunch of banana and you're like, oh, my husband. And you buy it and you take it to him like, I bought you banana. Now that's going to make the person happy. It's simple, but you are touching something in the life of that person. You're building something in your home. You're building friendship. Or you go out and then you just, my wife likes meat pie. And you get a meat pie, you may not have enough money to buy any other thing adding to it. You just get a meat pie and you get home. I got you a meat pie. She's going to be happy about it. Secondly, let communication be regular. You may not really have something to want to gist, but you're just in the office. You just go, hey, sweets. Hey, how you doing? How's work going? I missed you. Bye. Just that, several times a day, we just oil that relationship. Or sometimes you're just walking to the car and you just jump over the person's shoulder. Just little acts. Don't wait until, the day I feel very happy, I can do it. No, do it consistently. Just keep doing it consistently. Keep doing it consistently. You may just be walking. I remember walking one day and then I just called my husband, sweet, and then he turns around and looks at me and said, I love you. He looked at me like, and then he smiled and said, I love you too. Now, it may be simple, but that does a lot. Another thing you can do is put yourselves in each other's schedule. Oh, I've closed from work, I'm about going to the supermarket to pick something, and then the other person is giving you updates as well. It just makes it flows naturally. Just do it. Don't wait. You leave the house, no report about where you are, what you are doing, how your office, you left office, you're going to the market. There is nothing like, I've closed, I'm going to the market, or my car is 40, I have to take it to the market. There is nothing. You are not saying anything to each other until you get back home in the evening. You can't build friendship like that. Friends talk. Sometimes you may just have a colleague do something to you in the office. You just pick up your phone and call your spouse. Do you know, I just feel so bad right now. Somebody said this to me. And the person like, don't worry, calm down. Keep talking, keep communicating, keep talking, keep communicating. It just makes your home sweet. It builds that friendship. There are a whole lot that you can do, that you can put in as work to make your home beautiful, to make your home, to make you and your spouse friends. It's possible. There are actually very happy homes. It's not all bad stories. There are happy marriages. There are. It's not a joke. There are happy marriages, but you need to put in the work. Thirdly now, or fourthly, I'm not writing, I'm just, it's the inspiration from inside, so I'm just sharing with you. Learn to defend your spouse before your family members. Family members. Your brothers, your sisters, your parents. Don't embarrass your spouse or because you are before them, you're no longer able to defend your spouse. No, seize that as an opportunity to defend your spouse. And speak well of the person. If not, if you decide to take side with your family members while your spouse is there, and then at home you now want to be a good wife or a good husband, you've already created an injury. Your being good at home wouldn't change anything. In fact, they are seeing you now as an enemy. So defend your spouse in front of your family. Speak well of your spouse. Speak well of your spouse. Laugh with your spouse in front of your family. Don't make it look like, I'm on your side as my family. Don't mind my husband or don't mind my wife. Don't make it sound like that. It's about don't mind my husband, don't mind my wife. This is your spouse, is you. So learn to defend the person in front of your family. The last point I will drop here, because there are so many, and I will do a second video to explain more, is learn to smile. You're not in a war front. You are with your spouse. So you are home. The person is probably leaving the living room and you were on the bed, and the person just opens the door and enters the room. Don't just continue on your phone and act like nobody entered the room. No. Look up, look at the person and give the person a smile and continue what you're doing. You can never know how much smile does to your spouse. Just keep giving that little smile, and you see how much it affects your relationship and your home. I have a whole lot to say about this, but I don't want to make the video too long, so I'll make another one where we explain more. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and then we'll see in our next video. Have a wonderful day. Bye.